What is going on, guys? It's your girl Unique with A, and I'm back with another reading for you guys. I'm not too sure when I'm going to release this, but I'm strongly feeling like there is a message for you guys. All right, I'm hoping everyone is doing well. I'm all in my comfy pajamas. These are my favorite pajamas, guys, and we again gonna jump right into it, talking about my love for pajamas. Guess what card comes out? Unconditional love. The unconditional love card, all right? The blueprint. So, you see a huge heart that is pumping, that is filled with spirit and vitality, right? And the cool thing about this card is when it comes out in a reading, it's allowing me to know that you guys are understanding the art of disattachment, because on this heart, it's surrounded by 33 rose petals that are falling off. And that is you realizing that your heart still beats when things leave. Your heart still flows with vitality when things end, right? Because every ending is a call for a new beginning. Not only that, the cool thing about it is that if you look closely, there's little contracts that are falling along with the petals, right? So that way it can expose the vibrant heart. These contracts not only symbolize past soul connections, right? But they symbolize contracts with your family, your friends, your loved ones, your once was. And you realize that nothing lasts forever, and it is okay to end a contract. It is okay to start brand new. It is okay to branch off from old traditions that is not working for you. And this is you finally accepting that collective. This is you really opening up your heart to unconditional love for yourself and realizing that you can remove yourself from any old contracts or any past life connections. There's always room for growth, and everything comes to an end. So you don't ever have to feel trapped. Your heart still pumps with vitality, no matter if something stays or no matter if something goes. It is all up to you and how you perceive things in your in certain experiences. But very important message in this card: nothing lasts forever. You are able to revoke any old past life contracts that you feel strongly connected to, okay? It is okay. Spirit is saying it's okay. As the red rose petals fall and as the contracts fall, you begin to expose your heart. There's no more covering it no more. That's what the contracts, that's what the rose petals were doing. But as they are falling off, now your true self, which is your heart, is exposed. There's no more putting up a facade for people. You are coming in as your true self. And that is really unconditional love. That is the true expression of unconditional love, collective. You're going to see what other cards and messages that Spirit has for you. I'm trying to think, when am I going to... Oh my gosh. As you opened up your heart to unconditional love and started to accept things for what they were, and know that you're not bound to any soul or past life contracts, any contracts with friends, any contracts with family, any contracts that are not doing you no justice, and your path moving forward can be easily thrown away, can easily be prayed for and dismissed. All right. And with that, you are opening up so many doors of opportunities around you. You are finally in sync with the universe and really grasping the power that you possess when being creative, when taking action, right? Also, again, I always tell you guys, this is one of my favorite cards, the key cards, because it is the last card out of the deck. So not only it is the last card out of the deck, that symbolizes that you now hold the key because you have completed your journey throughout the tarot deck, which means you have completed your journey, like your soul's journey. You have, gained wisdom and understanding, karma and how that works. You understood a lot throughout this whole deck. And right now you are at a completion phase, which is so cool because we are actually embodying the full moon energy that happened on October 9th. So the full moon is all about embracing, right? All of these things, right? And completing a cycle, right? Full moons is all about completion. So you hold the key to, your wildest desires and your destiny. And, you are the only one that could prevent you are the only one you competing with, and with a heart so open like this. And when you realizing that you can disattach from any, contracts that you made with friends, family, or whatever, you don't feel attached to anything. You're not putting an attachment to anything in your life because whatever it is that's going to be, it is going to be. And if you come across paths or you gain and are introduced to a certain experience or a person, right, it is for a reason. So you might as well just flow with life and release all attachments, because with attachments creates desires and wants. And that's when that shadow side starts appearing with greed. All right. So again, you are at a sense of completion, even with this full moon. This just magnetized. That's confirmation that you have completed a major soul's journey, and you should be proud of yourself. Now you realize you hold the key within inside yourself, and you no longer look without. Right. And this is brightening up your aura and opening up your heart space to where you really experience unconditional love. When you no longer look outside yourself, when you no longer put bondage or limitations or anything that's around you, because you are a limitless being. This is so amazing. You guys been getting great readings. At the bottom of the deck, your overall energy, you have the future love letter. The future love letter is all about you being compassionate to yourself. You realizing how far you came throughout this journey, and you see the growth. You have compassion and empathy for your younger self. You smile when you look in the mirror at awe because you can't believe at who you're looking in the mirror. You can't believe the person you are glancing at because of so much growth, because of so much mental stability, right? Because of so much power and creation. You need to write yourself a love letter and be graceful about it. Really dive deep into why are you thanking yourself. And it would really shed light on the areas where you thought that it didn't matter. It is a very, I can say that is a very intimate thing when you take the time and you write out a love letter to yourself. It really, really draws in compassion. If you was ever looking for compassion, that is how you draw in compassion. That is how you draw in love, by showing it to yourself. You show the universe that you no longer look outside yourself because you felt and you understand the experience of unconditional love. And that is releasing any ties or any bondages that is not allowing you to grow. And you're not feeling obligated to stay in any connection just because you felt like it was a past life. You are free. Contracts are falling, right? And that gives me the sense and energy of fall, right? In the springtime, the leaves fall. And it shows you that it is okay. It's beautiful when you let things go. What else do you have for them, Spirit? If this reading is resonating with you guys, or you're just feeling this energy, please go ahead and hit that like button and support your girl. All right. And we have sexuality. And this is all about you knowing that you are not only a limitless being, but a sexual being. And if utilized correctly, there is a powerful manifestation that could come about when dealing with sex, with dealing with giving your body to someone else, when you connecting souls, right? And integrating a lot of things that's in you, right? Bodily fluids. That's very important to understand who you're sleeping with. And if done right, the magic that can come from pleasure, right? This is like goddess energy, feminine energy. All right? If you are a masculine, I'm getting that you like a more feminine aspect of a woman. You don't like that hardness of a woman. You like that traditional, cook, clean, be sexy. You like that. You like that emotional security. You like being babied. You like feeling like you have a security blanket under your divine feminine, right? And this is all about that sensuality that one embraces, right? Especially when confident. Again, the card of sexuality is a powerful manifestation card, because as we come to a climax, when we are engaging in sexual activities with somebody that we really, really have a strong energetic attachment with, it could really blossom into like something unimaginable. If you guys are on the same page, it's just going to magnetize, right? So here's what you got for them. I think what I'm getting also is that you guys are actually embracing the feminine aspects of your being. You guys are actually embracing that emotional side of you. And it's really speaking on the outside. It's making you look very, very good. It's making you look very honorable. It's making you look sexy. It's making you look like you are doing something that is definitely working for you. Your aura is glowing when you're walking down the street, and that is because you are feeling good. You are not feeling attached to nothing. You are feeling free. You are feeling like you are about to upgrade on a new house or a new car. You hold the keys to anything that you want. You could go to dinner. You could take yourself out. You're limitless right now. You're limitless. Whoever's watching this reading right now, whenever I decide to actually post it, you guys, this energy is limitless. And as I say limitless, guess what falls out? The Wheel of Fortune, which is governed by the planet Jupiter, which is about growth and expansion. Growth and expansion. You're growing. As you roll through the wheels of life and the cycles of the moon, you're growing and glowing. You're expanding. You're adding value to your presence. Stepping into your divine feminine energy and being that sensual, seductive, patient, right? And loving being that you've learned how to be. And you learned all of this by opening up your heart. I can't stress it enough. opening up your heart, realizing that is how your heart continues to beat with more vitality, by stripping away layers of conditioning, by stripping away layers of old contracts with friends, family members, and thinking that you needed to be attached. You don't need to be attached to anything. The only thing that you need to be attached with is to source and to breath. Other than that, your heart is going to pump with vitality because you are experiencing, again, unconditional love. There's no blockages in your energy centers in this reading. There's no negative spirits or spirits of doubt, of sadness. There's none of that here. You're realizing, the whole walkthrough and the journey of the tarot is basically like you learning what karma is and what it's all about, and learning how that affects your path and your ability to stay aligned with your soul purpose. It's like a journey to alignment, right? And this is you reaching a level in the journey where you have finally understood the equal give and take of the universe, and basically all karma is the results of one's actions. So you don't have no more a negative attachment to what karma is. You simply know whatever you give to the universe is simply what you're going to give back, and no one can escape it. So now when you come to reality and you come from a place of truth, and there's no more veil. There's no more veil keeping you from the divine. There's no more layers of ego. Everything has been stripped away. So there's no more energy of competition. There's no more energy of jealousy. There's no more energy of hate, because you know that whatever is yours, that spirit has in store for you, you have in store for yourself, no one can ever take that. The only way you can delay your blessings, if you delay them, if you allow people in your energy field that allow you to act out on a more lower frequency. Other than that, it can't happen. And this is you realizing that, and you are just in a blissful moment of rolling in your gratitude for the universe. And all three of these cards, right? Usually, like sometimes in a tarot, something will be blocking you from the galactic sky or something like that, and that will be considered the veil that is preventing us. That'll be the ego. But as you can see in all of these cards, there's no veil that is preventing you from staying connected with source. You're literally there. You're one. You're connected. You understand that there's oneness in all things. There's no separation. There's no veil that needs to be lifted. You have universal oneness. Didn't I say oneness? Universal oneness. This is you not only connecting to source, but fully with all of your mind. You guys have tapped in to a certain source of information that is held in the Akashic records. That is what the meaning of this card is. It is you being an infinite being and finally tapping it into the knowledge that has always been yours. The wisdom The things that you need to actually live out your days here on this earthly realm. Content, right? How to incorporate, spirituality with physical matters, right? How to alchemize. This is you tapping in to the unknown and hidden knowledge. There's things that you have decoded that a lot of people probably wouldn't even begin to understand. You have tapped in. You realize that your crown is everything. And as long as you have complete control of your crown and learn how to tap into your right side of the hemisphere of the brain, which is the spiritual side, this is what you're doing. You're integrating an infinite line of energy from your left side and your right side. And that is what you call equilibrium, balance. Again, what did I say? There's no separation. There's oneness. Unconditional love, you see no competition because there's room for all. Everything you touch, you want to nurture. It is your duty. You're fulfilled by nurturing, not by putting somebody down. You just have came so ascended into the point where you've learned a lot, but you also have grown in the most miraculous way when it comes to a sense of tapping into your divine self, tapping into the source, being connected solely and infinitely with source, having full access to all information and wisdom that's needed to go along successfully on your soul's path. You have thrive-briety, all right, tolerance. So this is you actually honoring your ancestors. Now, if you look from afar, it looks like devil angels, right, on the back of him. But if you look closely, it's a line of infinite ancestors that's forming an infinite line of protection. It's your ancestors. But from the far, it looks like, maybe two, horns or something. But look, that's again on how you perceive certain things. Sometimes you got to take a closer glance and you will really get the full picture. That is the message of that card. Really seeing things for what and who they truly are, no matter their finances. Understanding that everyone is equal, no matter if you are an emperor or a beggar. No matter if you are a consumer or someone that actually owns the business. There's no difference. And when you understand that there's no difference from you or anyone else, that is, again, how you receive and you experience this unconditional love that is at the center of your reading. Again, releasing attachments. You're not attached to nothing because you know that you're infinite. Okay? Oshun is here. This is the goddess of all sweetness, of all sweet things. Goddess of the river. Warrior spirit that protects you. That brings a nurturing sense of security when it comes to loving yourself. Embracing your uniqueness and parts of your body that you don't really like about yourself. This is an energy that is going to have you embracing all of that. That is what Oshun brings. Why you think this card has no dullness, has no darkness, because all of her is light. She brings forth not only she's a goddess of sensuality. You got the sensuality card. This does resemble her. So you are being blessed with her ashe, with her magic, with her gifts of gab, with her being able to utilize her sexual movements to get what she wants. And then she goes and feeds the community. She goes and support others. She never holds the money just to herself. And that is how she magnetizes continuous and infinite abundance. She is pure abundance. She is the epitome of abundance, okay? And her color is yellow for vibrant, for sun, for radiant. I could talk about Oshun all day. So that is somebody that you kind of like want to look up, because she's definitely coming through in your reading. And not only that card, there's a lot of cards that resemble Oshun, specifically the unconditional love. That is what she brings. Oshun is unconditional love. Oshun is sensuality. That's who she is. That's who she is as a goddess and as an Orisha. So if you really want to talk about it, and if you really want to put things together like I just did, and I really received the message, Oshun is here to tell you that she is blessing you with Ha'ashe. She is blessing you with unconditional love and releasing you from past and old contracts that you felt bonded to. She is giving you the gifts and the keys to all things, because she is the goddess of sweetness and abundance. She wants to see you do nothing else but prosper and be protected, especially if you are a good person, all right? Oshun wants you to be sexual and have fun and date and have sex. Sex is a part of nature. And if you do it well, there again can be a lot of magic when it comes to utilizing sex and sex magic and the feeling of pleasure, right? This is what attributes and who Oshun embodies. This is her giving thanks to her ancestors, sitting in peace and cleansing again with smoke. She brings a sort of cleansing energy, all right, to your energetic field. She's all about growth and expansion when paired with the Wheel of Fortune. She's all about knowing the depths of karma. She knows. And that's why she has no problem with sharing her ashe, sharing the way she do things, sharing her sensual spirit for you to utilize in ways to have the upper hand, right? To benefit not only yourself, but for others. To utilize all the keys and the resources that is around you, because everything that is around you with Oshun is going to open up all doors. Again, upgrade on everything, house, car, you name it. Pure abundance. And then again, unconditional love. And she's totally connected with divinity. She is totally connected to source, okay? She is basically like one of the amazing and most powerful Orishas because of her magic. Of her magic in such a divine feminine way. And don't forget, she is a warrior. So that summed up the reading. All of that was to let you know who Oshun was and how to embody her ashe. By unconditional love, by connecting infinite with source, by holding the keys to your own destiny, by staying on top of your karma and receiving good karma, right? And not being afraid of any results because you putting good out in the world. You realizing that you need to always pay respects to spirit, honor your ancestors, and find alone time with them. Appreciate your breath and the sense of nature, and really cleanse through smoke, all right? And again, Oshun is coming out heavy in your reading, and all of the things that I just described and have been talking about in this whole reading sums up who Oshun embodies. That is what she brings forth. And that is why all your cards are pleasant and abundant. Thank you, Oshun, and thank you, Spirit.